Hi, my name's Dustin Caldwell, and I'm the owner of Old Dominion Collision. And recently, my management team and I were discussing some of the challenges that we're facing and seeing it becoming more and more challenging. And I wanted to just do a quick video and talk a little bit about some of those challenges and how it affects you, our client, in some of the decisions that we have to make on a daily basis are more challenging now than they've ever been. As you know, every year technology just moves faster and faster and faster, and we're really seeing that daily in the vehicles that we're repairing. And so we rely heavily on the manufacturer of your car, whether it's a Toyota, a Subaru, a Tesla, any of the makes that are out there. We rely heavily on their knowledge and their input and their repair procedures to make sure that we get your vehicle back on the road safely and at a high quality. And a lot of times we're stuck kind of in this middle place that can be pretty challenging, because we have on one side, we have the vehicle manufacturer. On the other side, we have insurance companies. And an insurance company's directive is to put your vehicle back on the road the way it was before the accident, but they also have to make sure they take care of their shareholders and are profitable. And so their goal is to pay out as little as possible to fix those cars. And then you and I are stuck in the middle, or you and Old Dominion, you the client with your wrecked vehicle, and Old Dominion are stuck in the middle trying to figure out how to navigate that. And so we work really hard to make sure that you don't have to be involved. Obviously you're involved because you were in an accident or you had an accident, but we try not to get you involved in the minutia of dealing with the claims process. We're finding that harder and harder to keep you out of that. We're fighting up an uphill battle with these insurance companies that sometimes they have their own statement as to what they think is right to fix the vehicle. Our belief has been and always has been, since we started this business almost 50 years ago. My father started it, and then when my mother bought the business from him, and then when I bought the business from her, our number one priority is your safety, 100%. Second to that is quality. After that, the rest of it doesn't really matter. Those two things are taken care of, and we know that we've done the right thing. And so here we are stuck in the middle, trying to navigate those waters, and it's getting harder and harder. And so I just wanted to kind of touch a little bit on that today and just have a kind of a candid conversation about some of the challenges that we face. The insurance companies, they don't want to pay, right? They don't want to pay for everything that we know as the experts, as well as following the specific guidelines the insurance companies are laying out in front of us. The manufacturers are laying out in front of us. And, we're faced with, what do we do? We have always fought tooth and nail to make sure that we get paid for everything that is necessary to fix a vehicle. I know there's many a times where we don't get paid, but we do it anyway because it's the right thing to do. But it's getting increasingly more and more of those things that we just can't not be paid for. And it's putting us in a position where we're going to have to start involving our clients in those discussions, and ultimately, hopefully, we can come to a resolution with the insurance payer to make sure those things are taken care of. We're also facing, which is interesting, a lot of shops that have agreements with insurance companies. And those agreements essentially allow the insurance company, the body shop that's working with that insurance company, they get work kind of funneled to them because they have agreements to do certain things for a certain charge or do things that are free. We fortunately don't have any of those agreements. We've had them over the years, but they've proven to be challenging because every day they seem to ask for more and more and more. And, as a business owner, you have to kind of say, well, how do I continue to do this stuff for free and not get paid for the things that are necessary? And so that's challenging. But we always stand on, we got to do the right thing. And so, and some of these other shops, they, maybe they're doing these things and not charging for it, and that's their business, right? But as the owner of Old Dominion and taking this business very seriously, we feel it's super important to make sure that you understand those things. And so we're going to be doing more of these kind of videos, kind of talking about some of those challenges, getting into more specifics. This is kind of just kind of a higher level awareness that, you know, we're going to probably have more of the interaction with you involved as we run into some of these challenges with the insurance, you know, not willing to pay the necessary fees or charges that it takes to get your vehicle back to that safe place it was before the accident happened. And so hopefully, you know, this message finds you well, and, you know, hopefully you don't need our services, right? We always hear that as people leave. Hopefully I never see you again. But if you do, we really want you to know that we're here. We stand on your side 100%, because you are the owner of that vehicle, and it's your investment that we want to make sure is taken care of. So feel free to reach out to us anytime, any questions you have. We're more than happy to help navigate this claims process. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you're putting your trust in us to get the vehicle back to the way it was before the accident, and that we take that very seriously. So anyway, thanks for listening, and we'll see you more the next time. Ciao.